Hi everybody, and welcome to the Pagan World channel, the English version of the French YouTube channel Pagan TV. My name is Taranis, and I will be the new host of the Pagan World channel, which was specifically created to reveal the incredible historical discoveries of Oleg de Normandie to an English-speaking audience. So a bit more about Oleg de Normandie. Oleg is a qualified engineer, but he is also a self-taught historian, and through his research and readings has written a number of fascinating books. Books that are well documented and very well sourced. But he also shares his discoveries to the world on his YouTube channel, Pagan TV. So let's start without further ado with some good news. Pagan TV has translated the 4 main documentaries made by Oleg de Normandie. They're both game-changing and absolutely mind-boggling. On Pagan TV, you will discover the true history of humanity and what the Vatican has been hiding for centuries. Now, bear in mind that for the last 15 to 1600 years, history has been written by the Church. Anyway, to discover the English version of the films made by Oleg and his team, just follow the link below the video here. So the first film is called The Message of the Pyramids, and this documentary talks about the history of European megaliths, especially in Great Britain and in France, and it demonstrates the incredible relationship between New Grange Cairns in Ireland, Stonehenge in England, and the Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. Oleg's research showed that these constructions are linked to a Celtic and Hyperborean civilization, which was thought lost and today unjustly occulted by our academies as a result of some kind of new Christian Inquisition. The second film to watch is called Viking Slaves for Dinars. Now beware, this documentary is a big one. The truth is that it's about the pagan slave trade, carried out by the Christian and the Muslim empires, who collaborated very closely to enslave our ancestors. And it's all sourced by great historians, whether they're Muslim or Christians, and yet it remains entirely hidden from the public. This injustice had to be repaired, and it's done with this film. Fortunately, you will see that the pagans reacted with the Viking invasions of the late 700s throughout 800s to put an end to this abominable Celtic slave trade. The third film is called Templars, Viking and Cathedrals. This documentary in the background here. You will discover the truth about the Vikings, the fact that they were not bloodthirsty, thieving rapists, but actually were the guardians of the primordial religion of the King of Gods, Odin. It explains how and why the Druids were Odinic, and it's with their knowledge that descendants of Vikings and Templars built these beautiful Gothic cathedrals. Gothic cathedrals which, rest assured, were in fact pagan temples hijacked by Christians. And if you don't believe this, go and check out the documentary. All the evidence is in the film. The fourth documentary is called Joan of Arc, the Valkyrie. You will discover the incredible pagan story of Joan of Arc, and in this documentary we discover that she was in fact a shield maiden of Odinic faith. It reveals the truth about the 100-Year War between France and England, and or better than that actually, it reveals and explains how and why the Renaissance castle in France are actually dedicated to Odin. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Well, that's absolutely normal after all these years of monotheistic indoctrination. So go and check the films out yourself, and you'll find all the evidences in there. Now, as I mentioned before, Pagan TV is the French channel of Oleg de Normandie, and as you know, France is at the center of Europe. France is one of the richest pasts in history, if not the richest past in the West, and all this is illustrated by the architecture, the monuments, such as the Notre Dame cathedrals or the castles of the Renaissance. So, without being too patriotic or arrogant, and forgive me if I am, because I am French after all, it feels reassuring to know that the light should come from France, especially from an independent researcher like Oleg. And we're here really to spread the word of Pagan TV internationally, so please subscribe to both channels, Pagan TV and Pagan World, the international channel I will be hosting. There will be many more revelations to come and many more videos translated into English. So keep tuned in. You will find below, as I was saying, a special playlist called Films, and this playlist gathers all the films which are available in an English version. On a side note, please visit www.esprit-viking.com. That's ESPRIT, where you will find different books that Oleg has written and edited. In my library here, you'll see all the kind of books, especially my favorite book here that he's written, which is called Notre Dame of Odin. Fascinating book. You'll also find merchandise, Odinic merchandise, like this beautiful t-shirt I'm wearing today of Irminsul. You'll have jewelry, and all of this supports this channel. Now, it's not to get richer, folks. It's just to help us create more content. So, thank you for your time. I hope you enjoyed these amazing discoveries as much as I did. Again, this was Taranis filming from Hyperborea for Pagan World TV, for justice, for truth, for philosophy, and for democracy. See you again very soon. Goodbye for now.